3 dunks in that 12-point first half performance as Florida gets the basketball to start the second half, and Ryder continues in the zone.
They stay in that 2-3 zone. Florida got the ball in the corner that time to Brad Beal. Once the commitment was made to try to defend the 3-point shot on the perimeter, Beal was wide open in the corner. When that baseline defender moves out, the way Stewart did that time, the shot was wide open in the corner, and Beal knocked it down.
Won't stay in that zone long if Florida continues to shoot from the outside like that.
Florida was just 4 of 13 from 3-point distance in the first half, right around 30%. So they can definitely shoot the basketball better than that. I'm sure Billy Donovan would like to see that here in the second half.
Stewart can't get it to go. The big news for Gator Nation, though, they were 3 of 4 from the free throw line.
They were 3 of 4 from the line. You're absolutely right.
Nice floater there by Thompson.
Didn't get to the line many times. One of the things Florida's done a better job of, a lot of focus has been on the misses, but they're averaging about 4 free throw attempts a game more than they did all of last year.
Well, once again, another nice pass by Yaget. I mean, there's a lot to be impressed about this Florida team, Bill, but Yaget is one of those guys that just does a little bit of everything that you have to have if you're going to make a run at a conference championship.
Well, there's no doubt he makes everyone better because of his play and the extra pass and being able to catch the ball as he did there and give his teammate a chance to score.
Walker penetrates. Look at Yaget go cross court. Oh my gosh. He spins in the lane and goes cross court.
I mean, again at 6'7". I mean, he reverses the basketball. One of the things you'd love to see in a guy catching the ball in the low post is being able to look on the weak side of the defense. The defense is stretched out. The ball gets fumbled around. Yaget spins away from the pressure and then fires it to Beal on the other side. And Beal now in the second half has knocked down both of his 3-point attempts.
It's almost like Yaget gave that a little no look. There he is getting a rebound at the other end.
Well, he's just a scrapper and a battler. He makes the ball club a lot better, doesn't he, Dave? He's really a guy that gives you everything.
Boynton, Yaget cleared it out for him.
Well, right down the middle. Once Patrick Young got double-teamed in the short corner, the defense did not get back inside and react, and Florida was just able to go right to the rim.
The Gators already with a big lead, but they start the second half with an 8-0 run.
Find your magic at the men's store at Macy's because we've got a game plan to help you put it all together. Discover all the options you need to dress up. The hottest trends, the designers you want. Suits and suit separates, dress pants, dress shirts and ties. It's all here. Go casual and score with sportswear, denim, sweaters and shoes. Because when the game's on the line, that's when you have to look your best. Putting it all together. That's the magic of Macy's.
Do you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS or state and back taxes? Hi, I'm Max with Blue Tax. Due to the current economy, the IRS and state tax agencies are being more lenient, but this won't last long. Here's how it works. Let's say you owe $20,000. With Blue Tax, this is what your settlement could look like. Great, right? There are many relief programs that taxpayers just don't know about, and you could wind up paying way less than you owe. Our team of attorneys and enrolled agents can negotiate settlements, lift bank levies, remove wage garnishments, eliminate penalties and interest, and reduce back payroll taxes. And at Blue Tax, we mean business. Those are my tax attorneys, and they don't mess around. They'll call the IRS or state on your behalf and negotiate your settlement for you. It's that easy. So call us right now for a free consultation at 800-691-7146 or visit www.bluetax.com. And remember, you heard it from me, Max, at Blue Tax.
800-691-7146.
Listen up, America!
Listen up, America. The recent health care bill will not take effect until at least 2014, leaving families and individuals lacking health insurance with no immediate solution to their concerns. But here's the good news. A health insurance hotline has been established to provide affordable health insurance for all uninsured Americans. And yes, uninsured Americans with pre-existing conditions. Call the health insurance hotline now and get you and your family covered today.
It's an 8-2 Florida run to start out this second half that has widened the Gators' lead, and that young man, Bradley Beal, doing most of the damage, Bill.
Well, we talked about him being Billy Donovan's 14th McDonald's All-American, and he's getting good passes. He's able to catch the basketball in a spot where he can get the shot off, step into a shot there. You see him going right to the rim. He's got great body control. For just a freshman, he's 207 pounds, about 6'4", and he's very long. He's got big hands, which allows him to catch the basketball and hold on to it and finish those plays.
We saw that number 5 for 12 on the field goals, but now 3 of 6 from outside the arc. Whistle underneath. And they're going to get Young with a push-out. Dave Baker, Bill Koss, our entire CSS crew here in Jacksonville. The Florida Gators have taken their show on the road here in the Sunshine State and taking care of business against the Bronx of Ryder.
I think Ryder's got to do a better job of putting the ball on the floor and driving it at the defense, trying to get some of those angles to the basket, get inside the seams of the defense and draw some fouls.
Nothing easy. India Zuma couldn't get that hook to go.
Once again, a great pass by Yaget. He's really doing a great job up in the center of that defense. Free throw line extended. Anytime you've got a zone and they allow you to pass the ball to the guy up on top, and if he can turn and make a good pass, you're really going to compromise what the other guys are trying to do defensively.
Almost at the 17-minute mark here in the second half, and that just the second Gator turnover of the night.
Florida continues to play some man-to-man here in the second half. Really a good team defensively. They help each other. They talk on defense. They let each other know what they're doing. They switch out of talking.
Boy, look at the steal by Yaget.
Well, he's got long arms, and he stuck it out there and deflected it and got it back. Florida now lightening it up from the outside here in the second half. Irving Walker knocks down one.
Hill becomes even higher for the Bronx to climb. That's a nice jumper, though, and it's a 3 by Brandon Penn.
You know, he's 6'8", and he's not a guy really that gets a lot of baskets inside. He's really their three-point threat. Has taken 37 attempts so far this year, 32% from that distance.
Ball fake by Boynton, and he gets it to go.
Well, you saw Kenny Boynton and Irving Walker play so many minutes last year. They had both averaged about 33 minutes a game, and Boynton's another guy that really has a knack for getting the ball, putting it on the floor, and getting to the rim. That time does a good job with his balance, drawing the foul, and then finishing the play. We talk so much about how much better Florida is at the rim this year, finishing their plays, giving them a chance for a three-point opportunity.
Boynton and Walker, the 2 returning starters. Boynton on the preseason All-SEC coaches team.
Finished the three-point play. Florida now 4 or 5, I think, from the line. Boynton only missed in the first half.
Boynton with 13 on the night. Scotty Wilkin, number 5, back in there now with the defense on Miles. And the Gators, great execution and a great all-around floor game from Will Yaget. They're stretching it out against Ryder.
Ask a Kia Optima owner why they love their car, and they might say it's the voice-activated infotainment system, the heated and cooled seats, the panoramic sunroof, the 35 mpg. Or they might just say, hold on tight, muchacho. The new 274 horsepower turbocharged Kia Optima, not your average midsize sedan.
Listen up, America!
Listen up, America. I'm talking to anyone with or without a pre-existing medical condition. The recent health care bill will not take effect until at least 2014, leaving families and individuals lacking health insurance with no immediate solution to their concerns. Meanwhile, medical problems continue to be the #1 cause of bankruptcies. But here's the good news. A health insurance hotline has been established to provide affordable health insurance for all uninsured Americans. And yes, uninsured Americans with pre-existing conditions. Call the number on your screen now, and in less than 10 minutes, you could have a choice of affordable health plans from the Hotline Network. This is not a discount card. You will have access to doctors, hospitals, dental care, infant care, and emergency services. Call the health insurance hotline now and get you and your family covered today.
Call 800-232-6082. That's 800-232-6082.
This is a public announcement. CNNMoney.com reports that in some areas of the country, buyers are scooping up homes for as little as $1,000. Foreclosures are at an all-time high. Government and private banks are liquidating these homes now. If you currently rent a house or apartment, you may call now and learn how to receive your free list of these homes. All others may call tomorrow. Every house must be sold. This is a public announcement.
Call 1-800-590-6974. That's 1-800-590-6974.
Fans looking for more college basketball? Catch live men's hoops Sunday on CSS when Murray State takes on Memphis at 6 Eastern. How about the best backcourts in the country, Bill Koss?
Well, you know, Florida certainly has one of the best four guys, Walker, Boynton, Rosario, and Beal, that everyone's talking about. But there's some other teams, too, in the country that have great backcourts. These are just 5 other ones that I thought were pretty good. Syracuse, Ohio State, Missouri. Look out for Missouri, undefeated. North Carolina, Kentucky, certainly with a great backcourt. But Florida's played 2 of those teams, Ohio State and Syracuse, and they've experienced the great backcourts.
Wow, was that a tough 3 by Miles just before the shot clock?
Well, really good job of getting that shot off with the shot clock running down, and Miles is a guy that can make that shot, and they got him an open look.
Walker, speaking of tough shots, Irving Walker really getting it going here in the second half. He's now got 9.
Once you get the ball inside, you stretch the defense, and that time it went inside, got back out. The defense wasn't able to collect itself. Irv had a crack and knocked it down.
2 3-pointers this half for Walker. Jones launches.
And makes it. How about that? That's from downtown, right, Dave? Man, oh man, that guy's got some range.
This basket getting about as big as the cup looks when Bill Koss is on the green. Looks like a wash tub right now.
Oh, Scotty Wilbekin knocks one down, answers the 3, so all of a sudden it's raining threes here in the Jacksonville Veteran Memorial Arena in Jacksonville, Florida. The 3-pointer has come alive.
Billy Donovan doesn't like the way it's raining threes down at the defensive end, and that's why he's taking a 30.
Well, you saw how the pass came down inside to Patrick Young. He pitches it back up on top, and Walker just squares up and knocks it down, and then gets it to his teammate Wilbekin from the top of the key right over to Wilbekin, who knocked down that 3, and Jones on the other end, an acrobatic 3 from the transfer from Virginia, and all of a sudden the points are kind of going up on the board. The Gators with 63, though, and Florida's got 3 guys in double figures. Boynton, Beal, Walker, and Rosario. Those are the guards that are contributing right now, those 37 points. And then if you look on the other piece of that, you've got the inside Patrick Young with his effort so far, double-figure effort. So Florida's outside shooting, those guards are averaging right at 60 points a game for Florida. And Florida's inside-outside look has been awfully effective here in this one.
It's the kind of transformational society we live in now, with Twitter and Facebook, when you can hear Bill Koss and Jimmy Fallon talking about making it rain all up in here. Look at the 2 teams, 7 of 7 combined from outside the arc. Jones, tough turnaround. And that's a nice stick back by Miles.
Well, one of the few offensive rebounds and putbacks that Ryder has had in this game, but a good effort by Miles to make it happen. That's reversing the basketball. That time Murphy did a good job of looking at the defense. And again, the extra pass. The ball went inside, outside, and then got reversed back up on top. And Florida can't miss right now.
Kenny Boynton with 16, and the Gators 4 of 4.
Florida, of course, averaging 11 made three-pointers a game. Second in the nation in that number.
Nice half-court set by Ryder. Stewart got the jam. Ryder obviously outmanned here tonight, Bill, but their coach, Tommy Dempsey, got to be pleased with the way they're competing here in the second half.
Well, he told me last night at their practice that his objective in this game was to get better. He felt like his basketball team needed some confidence to play better together, and I think they're doing a really good job of that.
Nice cross-court look by Beal. Murphy.
Well, Murph had a good look at it, then Wilbekin got him a nice pass, but he couldn't get it to go down.
Penn got it to go, though.
All of a sudden, you can almost feel that in that last couple of timeouts, Dempsey's encouraged his team to become more aggressive. Take the shot. If you're open, put it up there.
Beal. And Ryder has hit all 5 of its threes here in the second half. Nice look from Miles. Fortunat can't handle it. But there is Stewart picking up the loose ball, and he'll go to the line.
Making the extra pass, attacking Florida defensively, getting the basketball down the court in a hurry in transition. All those things have compromised Florida defensively a little bit here in these last 5 or 6 minutes. And Stewart, who was basically shut down in the first half, he's their leading scorer. He only had 1 first half, or rather he had 4 first half points. But really was not that effective here in the second half. Become more active, is getting the ball from his teammates, and doing a lot better job of being a factor offensively.
Murphy getting a word from Billy Donovan as he goes to the bench. He played 14 minutes versus Arizona, but missed the previous 3 games with what they thought was a torn meniscus. Now they say it's a bone bruise in that right knee. He's missed the only 3 that Florida has missed in the second half, Bill. And as you look at that shot, it's still pretty apparent that he doesn't have full use of that. And you can tell it when he tries to push off for that jump shot.
There's no question a knee injury is one of the hardest things to come back from, to have the confidence, because the pain is there. And when you put pressure on it, you're questioning it every time.
Beal. Nice hustle to track down his own miss. And what a good sign that is for a coach of a freshman. He'd missed his last 3 threes, but instead of hanging his head, he goes and chases down the miss, and now have a chance to complete the old-fashioned 3.
The one guy on the floor that knows where the missed shot is going more than anyone else is the guy that took the shot. And Bradley Beal that time chased it down, came off the front of the rim, and he got it back, and then that strong body, those big hands, allowed him to gather the basketball, make the shot, and he got the three-point play. Bradley Beal's a good one, I'll tell you, Dave. He's going to turn a lot of heads in this league. We talked about the best freshman in the league, and Bradley Beal certainly right up there at the top is one of them. Second leading freshman scorer so far this year in the Southeastern Conference, and you can see why. Billy Donovan's given him the green light as a freshman, too, to play a lot of minutes because he does things like that. Chases down missed shots, does a good job on the defensive end.
Ball knocked away from Gadsden, and the Bronx will have it back. They are trying to get it going from the outside, and it's that 3 ball that has given them life. But they still trail to the Gators in Jacksonville.
This is SEC football. You don't cheer for your team. You live for your team. Passion is worn like a badge of honor, so everyone knows what side you're on, but also because it looks good. The SEC on ESPN collection. Football is just better down south. Let the love of your team rule at Dick's Sporting Goods or online at dicksportinggoods.com. Every season starts at Dick's.
Endless pools are an incredible alternative to traditional pools, making it easy and inexpensive to swim at home. Call our toll-free number or visit our website. A free idea kit and DVD will be sent to your home so you can discover all the benefits of owning your own pool. Compared to traditional pools, Endless pools are simple to install, easy to maintain, and economical to run. Our precision-engineered pools enable you to swim or exercise against a smooth current that adjusts to any speed and ability. Endless pools are perfect for year-round health and fitness, relaxation, and family fun. Our free idea kit and DVD will show you how easy it is for the whole family to enjoy a pool right in your backyard or home. An endless pool or an endless pool swim spa can become a showplace for your home. Call our toll-free number or visit the website to find out more about endless pools. The free idea kit will show you just how easy it is to be able to swim at home.
Listen up, America!
Listen up, America. The recent healthcare bill will not take effect until at least 2014, leaving families and individuals lacking health insurance with no immediate solution to their concerns. But here's the good news. A health insurance hotline has been established to provide affordable health insurance for all uninsured Americans. And yes, uninsured Americans with pre-existing conditions. Call the health insurance hotline now and get you and your family covered today.
Florida with a big lead over Ryder. Checking the numbers here with our man J.D. Rutledge, who reminds us that Florida was 15 of 32 from the free throw line against Arizona, 7 of 20 in regulation. It caused the Gator head coach Billy Donovan to say this: I could go out right now and make 2 of 14 left-handed. 2 of 14. Everybody in this room can make 2 of 14. Well, what about a guy in a coat and tie? Little Rick Barry there, Bill Coss.
Well, that's right. Rick Barry shot it that way, and Coss is up there flipping a few in. If Norm Sloan would have seen that, why, maybe give him a little more playing time, but had a lot of fun shooting some free throws there. And
you were on the line.
Because of your coaching, Dave. You know, you told me to get the ball up in the air, get it out in front of me, and I did.
You were on the line in that last one, but we won't count it against you.
I see.
That is a true testament to the outstanding editing of our CSS crew.
Yeah, I shot 100, and I made those 6 or 7, right?
It's the only game Bill has done in the last 10 years where he's actually had to get his elbow iced before the game.
That's right. Worked up a sweat, too, believe me, with that coat on.
Ryder back in the zone. Gators have only missed 1 free throw tonight.
Yeah, they fed the big guy. How about that? Patrick Young finally got the ball inside on the low block with a chance to score here in the second half.
That is his first shot in a long time.
You got to feed the big guy. You know, you can't let him sit that long without getting touches.
Good defense, though. Florida helping.
Well,
recovering, but Jones with a nice drive.
Yeah, Jones, some of his high-level experience there, putting the ball on the floor. We've seen him make it from long distance, seen him drive at the rim a couple times here in the second half. A lot better job.
Prather gets it to go.
I mean, it's wide open. Defensively, the 2-3 zone is sagging back because he's young, and so the guy that catches the basketball in the middle of the defense, you know, he's got a little 10-foot jump shot. Prather knocked that one down.
And that time, Prather maybe a little too frisky after getting that bucket, called for the hand check.
Yeah, but a little too close before he put it on the deck. And nice job, though, drawing the foul. Let's see the extra pass, and then Jones drives right at Florida defensively, takes Beal off the dribble all the way to the rim. The freshman gets a little less than that time defensively. I like the way Beal plays defensively. He gets his shoulders down below the offensive guy, which is a big thing to get down in a good defensive position. At that time, he just got beaten. A little more experience.
How about that? That's a pretty turnaround underneath by Daniel Stewart.
You can see why they love Daniel Stewart, because he's a guy that will not quit. He battles you from end to end. That time, a good job off the dribble.
There's Rosario. He hadn't gotten a shot in a while.
He hasn't gotten in the flow, Dave. You know, he just hadn't gotten in the flow. He's a guy that can come off the bench and make 3 or 4 in a row, but he's got to catch the ball, give it up, get it back, move some, get himself involved in the offense.
You get called for the foul.
Let's watch Daniel Stewart this time. Gets Young out there, drives the baseline. One thing Patrick Young's done a good job of is not fouling in those situations. He's keeping himself in the game with minutes because he's not committing fouls, but Stewart did a real nice job with that little head fake and got himself to the rim.
Gadsden has to kick it back out. Miles has played well for this Ryder team tonight. And Thompson with a nice drive. Walker couldn't do anything but hack him.
I think Coach Dempsey's got to really be pleased with the energy his basketball team's bringing here in the second half. Great job by Thompson. We talked about him being from Orlando, Florida, won a state championship in high school. Guy that really can compete. He's a junior. They've had to put the ball in his hands here early to play the point guard spot. They would like to see Mitchell be more of a point guard, but he's just a freshman, tends to turn the ball over too much. But Thompson is doing a nice job for him, and that time off the dribble, got himself to the rim and got fouled.
There you see Dempsey. He looks like he's about 20.
Yep.
He's 38 in his 6th year. One thing he's got to do is he's got to schedule better. They had 7 of their first 7 games in 15 days to start this season, and then they played in that Hoops Marathon that ESPN had to kick off the season, tip off the season rather, and they played a 6 a.m. game against Drexel. So their only win this year has been a 74-72 victory over Howard. But he likes the way this team is coming as they head into what is their goal, and that's the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Tournament.
And you know, when you talk about that also, they played Pitt. They had Pitt down with 5 minutes to go in the game early in the year. A lot of their losses, Dave, have been at the end of games where they've tired out. They've had a better first half than they have a second half in every game this year. In fact, their deficit is twice as many points to the other team in the second half as it has been in the first half. So you can tell that they're tiring, and they're a team that hasn't yet found their rhythm. They're looking for a leader. That's the big thing right now for this team. They lost some really good seniors and some leadership, and that's what they're looking for this year.
Here you see Dempsey and his experience there at Keystone and Lackawanna, so obviously familiar with Pennsylvania. That's why you have got 7 guys on this roster that come from the greater Philadelphia area. Excuse me, 8 guys. Ryder will play in the Bracket Busters on February 18th, so they're a team that's going to have to win their tournament to get in anyway. So games like this are only going to help them once it comes to their conference season, as Florida comes out and rules zone.
Florida's letting them look at his zone here. With the timeout, change things up a little bit.
Billy Donovan will not only want to work on this, but it'll give his future opponents something that they have to spend time preparing for as well.
Well, Florida's real active defensively, either man-to-man or zone. Their help defense, they really do a great job there, and that's the key to a zone. You've got to be active defensively.
You get that time, threw it away.
Not sure where that pass was going.
One of the few mistakes he's made. Miles makes him pay for it. Miles now with 9.
Florida just not getting back defensively in transition. Give Ryder credit, though, for running out and getting to the other end quickly.
Walker steps into the long 3.
Well, he came into the game making just 33% of his threes, but he's been lighting them up here tonight, and the Gators now have their average on the season. One and done. Florida's really limited Ryder second shot opportunities, and that's been a big key in this game.
Walker's got the hot hand.
But you know, too much dribbling. I mean, you've got to dribble with a purpose, and there's driving with a purpose, getting inside the defense, and boy, Rosario got a good look that time, couldn't get it to go.
Gadsden can't get it to go. Mitchell with a board, and they say he traveled on the pass.
Well, Walker had good position to get the defensive rebound, but a good effort by Mitchell.
Holiday hoops here in Jacksonville. Plenty to cheer about for the Gators as they roll on.
It takes someone special to wear a college football uniform. Besides a passion for the game itself, it requires dedicated commitment, intense preparation, and pure, raw talent. But we're not talking about what players wear. We're talking about what fans wear. Little ones like these, and they're really into it.
Mascot wear.
You
want to own a brand new HP, Dell, or other name brand computer? If so, Tronics Country says you're approved, guaranteed.
I wanted a new computer, but I couldn't get financed. Then I called Tronics Country. They approved me, delivered my new computer.
If you have an active checking account and can afford low, flexible payments, you're already approved, guaranteed, for this special offer. There's no credit check, so you won't be turned down.
Tronics Country approved me quickly.
I got instant approval, and it was easy.
Their flexible payment plans made it easy on my budget. And my kids are getting ahead in school.
I've started my own business, and now I'm my own boss.
Call now, and with your paid order, we'll add a free color printer, free MP3 music player, and free LCD TV. You heard right. Free printer, free MP3 player, and free LCD TV. Call now and tell us where you want your brand new computer and free gifts shipped today.
I'm glad I called.
Call 800-804-2960 now.
This is a public announcement. CNNMoney.com reports that in some areas of the country, buyers are scooping up homes for as little as $1,000. Foreclosures are at an all-time high. Government and private banks are liquidating these homes now. If you currently rent a house or apartment, you may call now and learn how to receive your free list of these homes. All others may call tomorrow. Every house must be sold. This is a public announcement.
Call 1-800-590-6974. That's 1-800-590-6974.
76-55, the Gators on top, as they have been throughout this nighttime now for the Bass Pro Shop and the Net. Bass Pro Shop, Santa's Wonderland. Time passes. Hold on to Christmas. Mr. Young can hold on to anything that comes off the glass, Bill.
Well, that's a great highlight because it exemplifies how Florida rebounds the basketball on the offensive board. Certainly Patrick Young, a big, strong guy, got the body of an Al Horford and really up there rebounding on the offensive glass and putting it back. Florida out-rebounds their opponents on the offensive board. So far this season, they have 47 more offensive rebounds than their opponent. That's right at 5 offensive rebounds a game. And when you got a guy like Patrick Young under the basket rebounding it that strong and getting it back in the hoop, why, that's one reason Florida's had so much success this year already.
Gators have never trailed in this one, led by as many as 25.
Good reversal of the basketball, though, on this possession. You feel like after that timeout that Coach Donovan said, look, let's go back to passing the basketball, not one and done.
Shot clock down to 5.
Little 1-2-2 zone, 2-3 look at times.
Wow.
How do you defend that? Wow. That's wild. Kenny Boyden comes into the game 44% from three-point distance, and he keeps making them. Tonight he's 3 of 6.
Boyden 19 to lead the Gators. Nice pass. Mitchell got it inside. Stewart couldn't finish.
Strong defensive rebound that time by Young.
Murphy with a nice lead. And Young probably was looking at what that highlight dunk was going to be before he caught the basketball.
A rule of thumb, you don't pass big man to big man on the move. You kind of wait till he gets down there a little better spot. But Patrick at that time just couldn't handle it on the run.
Only the 4th turnover of the night for Florida. Jones gets the roll. He's had a nice second half.
He has, Dave. I'll tell you what, that's got to be a huge bright spot for Ryder, seeing how he has played this second half. Really thought that Ryder stood around way too much in the first half, but here in the second half doing a lot better job.
Beal gets the bucket and he'll go to the line. First we've heard from the freshman in a little while.
Well, you see his versatility. Now, he's a small forward right now. We call him a guard because Florida's got Rosario and Boynton on the floor. But now Beal steps up in there in the center of the 2-3 zone, and he's a guy that can put it on the floor and get right to the rim, where you get maybe not quite as strong in that category, but a good passer. And Murphy not at all as good at putting the ball on the floor and getting to the rim, but Beal that time froze the defense once he caught it in the middle and got himself to the rim.
Missed the front end, missed the free throw that would have completed the three-point play.
We're going to have to talk to him about his free throw shooting. I think you can help him. If you help him as much as you help me, we'd be all right.
I can't edit his. Three-pointer won't fall for Penn.
Kenny Boyden doing a better job this season rebounding the basketball for Florida. That's one of the things that Donovan has talked to him about, wants him to be a better rebounder. He's telling him if Walker can get 4 a game, you can get 4 a game.
Not a good shot by Rosario.
Yeah, Rosario's shots just have not come in the flow, have they?
You can see he's frustrated.
Yep.
You can tell by his body language he's frustrated. He's a guy at Rutgers who could really get it going, but he was a quantity shot guy, and now they're trying to put the emphasis on quality, and he's just having a tough time adjusting mentally to it as Jones connects on his 20th point of the night to lead all scorers. Ryder takes a quick 30-second timeout.
Really like the timeout right there. You know, when you're trying to encourage your team and they're playing a really good second half, after a made basket like that, it's not going to matter in terms of the final score, but it's going to matter in terms of confidence, building on the confidence of a positive play. And Jones in this second half has been really special. He's providing some leadership. They're looking for someone to be the leader, and the guy that's going to be the leader is not only the guy that is the most experienced, but the guy that's the most effective. And right now, Jones is having a very good second half, and Ryder can build on that as a leader. He's got the characteristics to be a leader. He's got the qualities they're looking for as a leader, but he's got to demonstrate it through his performance, and he's doing that here in the second half.
And as you saw in that highlights package, none of those shots, easy shots.
That's right.
Everyone contested. He's had to get them in a variety of ways, but he's hit on 8 of his 11 attempts.
Well, when you're such a good perimeter shooting team as Florida is, and you put 4 guys on the perimeter, and then you sneak someone inside that 2-3 zone, that's why that has been so open on the inside, because they're concerned about Florida's ability to make the three-pointers, so it stretches the zone, your ability to shoot threes. Florida fumbles that one away and turns it over, which has been a rarity tonight.
Only the 5th turnover against Florida. Penn penetrates.
Good job at testing his pass, though. The big key when you catch the ball is test your pass. That makes the defense react, froze the defense. He made the pass to the weak side, and they got a long-range hoop.
Boynton gets the bucket and is fouled on the three-point shot.
I'm not sure how many this is, but I honestly believe he's had at least 10 already in his career where he's been fouled on a three-pointer and he gets to the line. Now there he's making the shot, knocks it down. Jones says, I didn't foul him, but Kenny's got a good way of drawing that foul, and he's up there at the line now with a chance to finish a three-point play. So Kenny Boynton, one of the most effective players in the country at making a three and getting fouled in the act of shooting and going up there and getting a 4-point play, which he did right there.
Boynton with a season high of 23. I'll be able to read here in a second. 23, the season high for Boynton. The thing about it, Bill, I think is he's so far out, I think most defenders think that he's going to be giving him a shot fake, and instead he goes straight up.
Well, he and Walker both have incredible range. Rosario has incredible range. Those 3 guys can make it from another area code.
Rosario took a shot on that last made bucket by Ryder. He's going to go to the bench for a break, and so will we. Florida looking to close it out in style against Ryder.
John Mapes is 42, mortgage, married, 2 great kids. He wants to protect his family with a $500,000 term life insurance policy. What do you think it'll cost him? $100 a month? 60? 40? Actually, none of the above. John can get a $500,000 policy from a highly rated insurer for under $25 a month. His secret? SelectQuote. SelectQuote is impartial. They'll search the pick of insurers like these to give you a choice of your best prices. SelectQuote has great savings on term life for women, too. John's wife, Carrie, can get a $500,000 policy for under $16 a month. SelectQuote has helped make term life insurance affordable for hundreds of thousands of people since 1985. How about you? Just call this number or visit SelectQuote.com.
Do you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS or state and back taxes? Hi, I'm Max with Blue Tax. Due to the current economy, the IRS and state tax agencies are being more lenient, but this won't last long. Here's how it works. Let's say you owe $20,000. With Blue Tax, this is what your settlement could look like. Great, right? There are many relief programs that taxpayers just don't know about, and you could wind up paying way less than you owe. Our team of attorneys and enrolled agents can negotiate settlements, lift bank levies, remove wage garnishments, eliminate penalties and interest, and reduce back payroll taxes. And at Blue Tax, we mean business. Those are my tax attorneys, and they don't mess around. They'll call the IRS or state on your behalf and negotiate your settlement for you. It's that easy. So call us right now for a free consultation at
800-691-7146
or visit www.bluetax.com. And remember, you heard it from me, Max, at Blue Tax.
800-691-7146.
SEC basketball was brought to you by Regions Bank. Want more control and balance with your finances? Switch to Regions, the easier way to bank. Regions, official bank of the SEC. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Call Geico at 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. 85-64, Florida on top of Riders. The 12th-ranked Gators have been rolling. Time now to take a look at the Geico go-to player of the game. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Call Geico at 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com.
Well, we're naming Patrick Young as the player of the game. Kenny Boyden with 23 points. Some might question that, but I really feel like his 9 rebounds, he's one shy of his second double-double in his career, and 4 of those 9 rebounds on the offensive backboard. His ability inside to pass the basketball, get it back, has really been effective for Florida here in this game, and he's been a monster on the boards. Guy that's really set the tone for the Gators and their energy here in this game.
Florida back in a man-to-man, and Miles with a tough step back.
Well, you got to really like the way Riders getting their shots here in the second half. A good job of passing the basketball, getting some open looks on the perimeter. Patrick Young kept that one alive. I don't think he's going to get credit for an offensive rebound, but Florida would not have gotten it back if he hadn't deflected it back outside. That may be one of those that goes as a team rebound, but he controlled the tip and got it back to his teammate.
Wow. Irving Walker showing his ability to handle the basketball.
He'll break a few ankles, won't he?
Had that one go way down and pop out. I believe that's his first miss of the second half. Young, your player of the game out there, playing a little defense as well.
Putting on a show for the hometown. I asked Patrick before the game, he said, Mr. Goss, I've got so many people coming this game, they're going to fill up half the arena. But I know he's got a lot of fans here in Jacksonville. Played at Providence High School, and certainly that was a good effort there by Patrick to make the steal, and darn good effort. I'm not going to say he was demonstrating his point guard skills, but he'd like to think that.
Here's Walker again as the Gators more than content to use some clock. Boynton. Wow.
Well, again, Florida did a really nice job passing the basketball, moving the ball from side to side, getting it inside, getting it back out. You know, again, really reversing the ball and making the defense play.
Boynton now with 26. His career high is 28. As Penn answers at the other end for the Bronx. Boynton also 5 of 8 now from outside the arc. Here he is again. That one was just a little bit rushed. Walker goes to the bench. Kenny Boynton with a big night for the Gators. Here you take a look at the Florida bench, and you see the new assistants over there. You see Matt McCall, Norm Roberts, who was the head coach at St. John's, John Pelfrey, who, of course, was with Billy just when they got things going at Florida. Now he's back, and Billy's been a big influence on his life. That's why his daughter is named Grace Donovan, and Gracie D at home celebrating her 12th birthday tonight.
Walter Pitchford took that shot in the middle of the lane. Freshman.
And there he is. He got the hand on the rebound at the other end. Also into the Florida lineup as the bench is eventually Cody Larson, 6'9", 231 redshirt freshman from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And you take a look at that Florida staff.
That's a brain trust over there. Norm Roberts, former head coach. John Pelfrey, former head coach. Norm coached St. John's. Pelfrey, of course, at South Alabama and Arkansas.
Shows you
in
how
the SEC.
Shows you how much confidence I think Billy has, you know, and wanting people around, you know, who've been in that chair before.
Billy does a great job of managing things. Dave, you know, he's had great assistants. Larry Scheidt now up at Wyoming as a head coach. Former coaches for Billy Donovan, Donnie Jones down at UCF, Anthony Grant certainly at Alabama, Shaka Smart. All those guys, former Donovan assistants who have been given an opportunity to coach. Billy lets them have a hands-on approach every day, and he's a guy that shares everything.
Matt McCall, who's on that bench, as Prather missed the first one, he's going to be the next one. He was a student assistant at Florida. He handled the scout today. He is an outstanding young coach, and I predict that he will be the next out of the Donovan stable to get a chance at being a head coach of his own program.
Grew up just down the road from Gainesville in Ocala.
Prather with a steal. Ryder will now try to regroup as the Broncs will fall to 1-9. Florida will improve to 7-2. The Gators get a little more than a week to take care of business in the classroom as Larson hits.
Cody Larson can shoot the basketball now. All three of his jump shots that he's made this year have come inside the arc, but he's got a nice stroke.
Ryder will get it back for one more chance. All in all, I think Billy Donovan's got to be awfully pleased with the way his team has played tonight, Bill.
Well, there's no question that they've made the extra pass tonight, and they've gotten much better looks at the basket. They've allowed Patrick Young to get off to a good start in the first half, which made the defense have to respect him, and that's one reason why they had so many threes go down.
Long three-pointer won't fall for Eddie Mitchell. And the Gators come to Jacksonville, and they roll 90-69 as they knock off the Broncs of Ryder. We're coming back on a big night for Florida here in Jacksonville. We'll be back right after this.
Listen up, America!
Listen up, America. I'm talking to anyone with or without a pre-existing medical condition. The recent health care bill will not take effect until at least 2014, leaving families and individuals lacking health insurance with no immediate solution to their concerns. Meanwhile, medical problems continue to be the #1 cause of bankruptcies. But here's the good news. A health insurance hotline has been established to provide affordable health insurance for all uninsured Americans. And yes, uninsured Americans with pre-existing conditions. Call the number on your screen now, and in less than 10 minutes, you could have a choice of affordable health plans from the Hotline Network. This is not a discount card. You will have access to doctors, hospitals, dental care, infant care, and emergency services. Call the Health Insurance Hotline now and get you and your family covered today.
Call 800-232-6082. That's 800-232-6082.
Big win for the Florida Gators, 90-69 here in Jacksonville. Kenny Boynton, 26 points. The Gators with a dozen assists and no turnovers in the first half as the 12th-ranked team in the land rolls against Ryder. And standing by with a victorious Gator coach, here's Bill Koss.
Well, thanks a lot, Dave. Coach Donovan, good job by your basketball team tonight. Put points on the board. thought they really gave a good look there tonight.
Well, I think the thing that was most encouraging was the way we shared the ball. In the first half, it was Patrick Young. He got a lot going, and I think because of his presence in the first half, it opened up our three-point shooting in the second half. And I thought overall it was a good game for our guys. I was a little disappointed in our defense in the second half, something we can clean up. But with a quick turnaround coming out of the Arizona game and an overtime game and having to come up here to Jacksonville to play, overall I was pretty pleased with the way the guys came out and played.
You really did limit your turnovers, and you shared the basketball.
I think that was the biggest key. I really felt like in the Arizona game we never really got in the flow. We took some quick, ill-advised shots. I thought we were patient against their zone. Got the ball inside. We moved it. We passed it. 25 assists, 6 turnovers, so that was a good thing.
Billy, you've taken this team around the state. You've showed them off in Tampa and Orlando. You're going to be down in Miami, but it was kind of a homecoming for Patrick Young, and he had a really good night.
No, he played great. He was really a presence in the first half. He probably should have got a little bit more there, but I think with the way they were playing the defense, Irving Walker and Brad Beal and things, they were left wide open. And I think that was, something that that our guys did a great job recognizing. Even when Patrick did catch it just showed his unselfishness. He found open people. So, it was really encouraging to watch.
The basketball schedule continues to be a good one for you. You've already played 2 of the top teams in the country, and you've got some good games coming up here now.
Well, this is a grind for our guys mentally and physically, really playing 2 games in 72 hours, home and now up here, and then we start final exams here. These guys will have a study period now to get ready for their exams, and we don't play till next week. But I think mentally a real tough stretch for us with exams and playing 2 games in a short period of time.
Great win for you, Coach. Good luck coming up.
Thank you, Bill.
Back to you, Dave Baker.
Thanks, Bill. 90-69. The Gators knock off Rider. We're back to wrap things up right after this.